Morning world, good morning world. I hope all is well with everyone. I'm sitting outside on the porch enjoying this beautiful morning. I'm normally on Facebook, but I'm gonna send this to my YouTube page, and I normally come and talk to my soul on Facebook. But I find that a lot of people on Facebook pretty much looking for drama. They're not looking to change their life for the better, grow and evolve and make this world a better place. And that's what I'm trying to do. Yesterday, I was going to make a video on Facebook about how I realized that chocolate people, they rather trace the drama than to come together to help a person that's in need. They don't realize how God used you as a vessel to show others how they can improve. They rather take advantage of you, make fun of you, just look for something to occupy the mind that's not serving for the good. And I was coming to talk about when I was in Baton Rouge. I started doing this a year ago, March, when coronavirus started. And at that time, I was 4 years into being independent. I was codependent, and I learned to be independent. And I was trying to share the story, and I was learning how to deal through the wounds and traumas that we endure coming up in life. And I had got a strong foundation in God. And when coronavirus came here, I went to bat for God like nobody business. With this wearing a mask and social distancing and just doing everything that man says to do. And I realized that we as a black people, this was the time for us to come back to God and to come together. And if my people who are called by my name, but nobody was doing that. And what I realized was when I was going to bat for God and trying to get people to seek knowledge and question everything, 30, 40, maybe 50 people would come. When I was in Baton Rouge, 2 of the lives that I did drawing a lot of people. I think one was like 700 so many people. When I mentioned something about Obama, everybody swarmed in that live like nobody business, baby. Because Obama had a little girl sitting on this lap and it looked inappropriate to death. And it brought up a memory in death that something happened to her as a little girl. But nobody had compassion for me and the little girl. They had compassion for the man, which told me a lot of women went to bat for a man before they went to bat for their child. That's what it told me. I mean, a lot of people came to defend Obama and not the little girl and not this little girl who was expressing her pain. And there was another time when I called the congressman on the phone to ask him what was this talk about the 5G. A lot of people swarmed in the room for that, which led Daft to believe a lot of people don't know how to speak their truth. They don't know how to stand up to someone just because they are authority. We have a right to ask anybody any question at any time, regardless of who they are, because we all are equal in the eyes of God. So I lost my apartment in Baton Rouge, and I'm on a journey right now. My story is but God. And I'm back home where I was born and raised. And I've been experiencing some not so pleasant things, but they are teaching me a lot. And so during the process of learning what I'm learning, when I came backwards, of course I'm sharing that on Facebook. And of course you know, black people come and swarm in the room with their negativity, their low vibrational thoughts and comments, and their common behavior. You see, they're looking for the drama. Nobody is sympathizing with the person who is going through something. No one is coming to bat. And I'm saying this not because it's me, because God got deaf. I'm just showing people how they're coming to the live because they want to see what's going on with drama. They're not coming to the live because they hear me crying out that God is using me as a vessel. They're not coming through to see what they can do to help a brother or sister in Christ. They're coming through the live, to the live, to get the drama. And this is what Daff is trying to show everybody. That we're chasing the drama of this world. But we're not trying to do nothing to make this world a better place. I made a video of telling us how we are allowing the streets to take our loved ones, the younger children, the generation, the future. Everybody came attack me. I said nothing personal about anyone. I just kept talking about we as a people and how we are being undermined by a system that has psychologically programmed us to be okay with standing on the bottom of the totem pole, to be okay with seeing a brother and sister suffer. But nobody sees that. They don't see that. They're just looking for the drama. And they're trying to pretend as though everything is peaches and cream in their home. Well, if everything is peaches and cream with their home, they ought to be trying to help somebody else have the peaches and cream in another home. That's my thing. I don't have time for this. I want to do something that serves for the highest good. I want us to have peace, harmony, and goodwill toward each other. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing this for family, the fortune. I am doing this so God can get the glory in my life. But no one sees that. Very few people see. This is about God. And in order for God to show up in our lives, we have to let go and let God. But a lot of people ain't willing to let go and let God because of the egos. You understand? They're prideful, fearful, shameful. All of those things get in the way. But I just wanted to come and share that we need to reprogram our minds. Because he says to be not conformed to patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We need to love on each other. Because this is why the enemy is able to divide us. Because we are looking for the wrong things. It is time for us to change our lives. It is time for us to come back to God. It is time for us to come back to love. It is time for us to come back to unity. It is time for us to come back to togetherness. Not chase drama so that we can have something to talk about and laugh about and make fun about. We should be helping each other with love, support, putting the minds together to see what we can do. These people that's running in the church and quoting these Bibles and all of this, why aren't we getting involved where we see that people are in pain and people are having chaos and mayhem going on with their family? Why aren't we helping people that's crying out? Instead, we think it's fun. Nobody wants to do what God would do. Everybody just doing what works for them. And this is sad that nobody's seeing the cry out to come, and maybe everybody who's so-called in the church and praying and y'all pastor this and pastor, send the pastor to where the place. Why nobody didn't send nobody here? Why did nobody come here? No, everybody want to go on Facebook and see the drama and share the drama and talk about the drama and pass their comment about the drama, but nobody does anything. And that's why we can't get nowhere as a black people, because we don't do anything. That's why we suffer, because we don't do anything. Work without faith is dead. Nobody is doing the work, but everybody says they have the faith. Well, it ain't gonna work if you don't do the work. It's just not gonna work. Too much is gained, much will be required. You see, it doesn't bother people until it's in their home. Then it's a problem. But as long as it's not in their home, they don't have a problem with it. It's okay. Who cares what they're going through? I'm going to just watch. Let me get my popcorns and I'm just going to watch. This was serious what I experienced in here. And I'm not perfect by far. I did not know what the answers was. All I knew was I'm not a fighter. You understand? But again, you would have to, those of you on YouTube would have to, if you ever watch this, you would have to go on Facebook to see a video of what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about as a person who's being used by God to make this world a better place is we have to start coming together, helping each other, putting our minds together. Stop being selfish and self-centered. See about the next person. Is there anything we can do? See about our future generation, the children of the future. If we're not steering them in the right direction, then how are we going to have a bright future? If nobody has a strong foundation in God, nobody has love in their hearts for another person, we will continue to suffer until every last one of us get out of here. Because no one wants to connect back to God. No one wants to do what God says to do. No one want to do what God would do. Everybody just selfish and self-centered and running around here pretending. But it takes a whole lot for to walk light. And it takes a whole lot to walk straight. It takes a whole lot. Everybody can't do that. So I was just sitting here on this porch thinking about that everybody looking for you to come do a live so they can have something to laugh and talk about. But nobody not doing nothing about the situation that they see somebody find themselves in. That's the sad thing about us as a black people. And this is why we'll never have nothing. This is why we'll never come from on the bottom of that totem pole, because we don't want to turn from our wicked ways. We don't want to seek God. We don't want to humble ourselves. We don't want to pray. We don't want to come together. We don't want to show love. We don't want to support. All we want to do is laugh and talk about each other and brag and boast about what we got, what somebody else ain't got. This is why black people keep suffering, because there is no teamwork, and teamwork make the dream work. And we'll never see our dream. We'll never rise, because we find each other's pain funny. We find each other suffering a movie. Get the popcorn. Share it because somebody being abused, somebody being mistreated. Share it because of that. Not share it because we want to help that person. Share it because we want to make fun of them. We want everybody to know what they're going through. We don't want to help them. We just want to make fun of what they're going through. Like I said, we have to come together and change our lives for the better. And to change your life is very, very challenging. But great is he that's in me than he that is in this world. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And everybody gonna have to cry sometime. Everybody gonna have to cry sometime. And every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna confess that there is a God. And death is bowing. I know there is a God, because I'm still here to tell a story, even though I'm going through. I'm still here to tell the story that God is good. He woke me up yet again to see another day. And it was nothing but grace and mercy that I'm here to talk about God and his goodness. That I can see out of my eyes. I can hear. I can walk and talk. I'm having my coffee. I got clothes on my back, shoes on my feet. Those are the things that I am grateful for every day. Wherever he may have me at, to go through what I need to go through. To be a bigger, better, brighter person. And to know that it is God who got me and not nobody else. Because as we can see, people on these platforms are looking for drama. They're not looking to make the world a better place. They're not looking to do what God would do. And they're not looking to do what God says to do, which is love ye one another. I am my brother's keeper. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Speak the truth and shame the devil. I am the way, the truth, and the light. We don't want to do that. We're just looking for the drama in people's home. That's the only reason why people come watch. Hundreds of people watching what's going on in my home with my family. But hundreds of people not coming together to see what they can do to help me bring peace in my home with my family. That's the sad part about it. So it shows a lot of people not connected to God. And they're not doing what God would do. And that they don't have love on their hearts. They don't. But I'm going to continue to keep doing what I'm doing and be used as a vessel to try to make this world a better place. And that's all I can do, because it's not about me. It is all about God. It is but God, but God, but God. God is going to get the glory in this story. Whether death come out on top or be on the bottom, God is going to get the glory. So I just wanted to come say, y'all need to stop chasing drama. Stop going in people's lives looking for mayhem by foolery and hocus pocus. If you're going in people's lives, go in there to learn something. Go in there to grow and evolve to be a bigger, better, brighter person. And that's what my agenda is every time. Trying to show people how I am growing. I'm not trying to show y'all no drama so I can get y'all attention. I don't want y'all attention. What I am looking for is support in what I'm doing and what I'm going through. And so if y'all not coming to support for to help make the world a better place and to help me get out of this space, why would you come? Other than looking for drama and the foolishness. That's the sad part about it. And we can't hurt one without hurting all of us. Because if we're going to just keep tracing drama all over Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, then that's all we're going to have in the world is drama. But if we see it and we do something about it, then we can have more of changing things. Point blank, period. I'm not on Facebook again. I'm trying to do something for the greater good. I'm on YouTube And I'm going to send this to Facebook because, again, I'm sick of the black people looking for drama but not looking for the support and help and do something that brings us together as a people. That's the sad part about it. These preachers don't want to speak the raw truth to people. They just want to sugarcoat things and blow smoke up people's butts. But that's not going to get us nowhere. It's not going to get us nowhere. The truth is the way. The truth. And it sets the soul free. And I want my soul to be free. I'm not looking for drama from none of y'all. I'm just speaking the truth of what I'm experiencing on a daily basis. And sometimes I'm having a good day and sometimes I'm not. Which who is always having a good day? And who is always having a bad day? No one. Because everybody got to go through something to get to the other side. And everything that we go through makes us bigger, better, and brighter. Life is about living, learning, and growing. And that's what I'm trying to do.